Hip-hop culture is rife with stories about crime, the streets, and the struggle to survive difficult circumstances. One of the rap industry's rising stars, Pooh Shiesty, had a turbulent rise to fame. He had legal issues, including a claimed gunshot and robbery that resulted in an 8-year prison term. But even before Pooh Shiesty was well known, his father, Lontrell Williams Senior, sometimes known as Mob Boss, was creating a name for himself in Memphis' streets and trying to start his own record label. This video explores the life story of Pooh Shiesty's father, Mob Boss, a Memphis legend. A quick look at Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee, is well known for its delicious food and rich musical heritage, but it is also notorious for being among the most violent cities in the country. The murder rate in the city is startlingly 7 times higher than the national average, and South Memphis is one area that is especially dangerous. The environment has taken many lives too soon in a location where every day could be your last. Yo Gotti and Young Dolph, two of the most accomplished and well-known rappers in the business, were born in Memphis, too. From this hostile environment, where surviving required going above and beyond, Mob Boss also developed. Though not much is known about Mob Boss's early life, his charges as an accessory after the fact to a first-degree murder in 2004 brought him to national attention. The case was the horrific murder of 24-year-old Memphis radio DJ Rebecca Glenn, who was robbed and slain by a guy by the name of Stanley Andrews. Andrews had kicked open the doors to Glenn's apartment building. Sadly, Andrews broke through her door and killed her as Glenn opened it to look into it. Using Rebecca's credit cards, Mob Boss and a woman by the name of Marquita Thomas assisted Andrews in selling some of her pilfered goods. Following the incident, they were both accused of forgery and accessory after the fact to first-degree murder. The brutal and horrifying murder of Rebecca Glenn had a significant impact on the community. The acts of Stanley Andrews left his sister, who had dropped him off at the apartment complex that evening, in disbelief. He had contacted her from jail, she said, telling her what had transpired, adding that Glenn had confronted him for knocking on her door, which had set him off. Rumors, however, stated that this was a targeted hit rather than an act of randomness. Some thought that Mob Boss had released a hit song against Glenn as payback for her disdain, especially for not letting the radio broadcast his or his label, Mob Ties Records, songs. However, there is not any hard data to back up these assertions. The goals and power of the Mob Boss. Rap icon Yo Gotti of Memphis raised his profile in the business by starting his own record label, CMG. Yo Gotti cemented his reputation as a true icon by assembling a roster that featured some of the hottest rappers in the game, including Mozzie, 42 Dugg, ESTG, and Moneybagg Yo. Mob Boss aimed for comparable success with his label, Mob Ties Records, and shared a similar vision. Pooh Shiesty claims that observing his father's commitment and diligence in the studio had a significant influence on how he developed as an artist. 2019 saw the filing of a large indictment that included charges against Ronnie Woods, his 2 brothers, and 35 other accused Memphis mob affiliates. Contrary to early reports, Mob Boss does not appear to have been named in the indictment. Still, Mob Boss has to deal with the legal issues pertaining to his son, Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty's recent 63-month prison sentence has presented new difficulties for the family. According to reports, Pooh Shiesty would have 3 years of supervised release following his eventual release. This means his parole officer may search him at any moment for contraband, and he cannot associate with other defendants or known members of gangs. In addition, he must go to a drug and alcohol treatment program. A 5-year prison term is a significant one, but given that Pooh Shiesty was once on the verge of a life sentence, his present circumstances may be considered fortunate. His most recent album, Shiesty Season, Certified, was published despite his imprisonment and included collaborations with prominent musicians including Gucci Mane, Lil Durk, Jack Harlow, and others. Pooh Shiesty's impact on the Mob Boss. There is no denying Mob Boss's effect on his son Pooh Shiesty. As his father had done, Pooh Shiesty started his own record company, Choppa Gang Entertainment, instead of instantly signing with a well-known musician like Yo Gotti. His unvarnished, gritty style helped him stand out in the rap game and immediately garner fame. He got the experiences he raps about in his music from the lifestyle that Mob Boss passed along to his son. Pooh Shiesty acknowledges the influence of his father on his music as well. He raps on the song Monday to Sunday, saying, "These F and N's black and plastic, spun his block in the caddy." They claimed that Ms. Gladys reared a savage, saying, "I shoot like my dad." These songs emphasize how their lives and experiences are interwoven and how clearly Mob Boss influenced his son's music and upbringing. But the same factors that made Pooh Shiesty famous also brought him legal problems. Mob Boss taught his son how to work the streets and the studio, but no matter how much family support one has, there are always risks associated with this lifestyle. It is clear that Mob Boss had an impact on his son Pooh Shiesty since the younger rapper began his own record label and adopted a similar lifestyle. Pooh Shiesty frequently mentions his father's influence on his life and his music, demonstrating the strong bond between father and son and a reflection of their shared experiences. Mob Boss must negotiate the intricacies of their shared past and their special situation while Pooh Shiesty deals with legal issues. Although Mob Boss has undoubtedly lived up to his moniker, one can only hope that he will avoid getting into any further legal trouble and support his kid in becoming a successful musician. Despite the challenges, there's hope that Mob Boss will guide his son through this difficult period and ensure that he emerges stronger. The story of Pooh Shiesty and Mob Boss is a testament to the intertwining of hip-hop, street life, and the pursuit of success, even in the face of adversity. Thank you for joining us on this journey through their compelling story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating content on hip-hop culture and its legends.